Now to a different kind of testing. Recent competitions held by the Inter-American Development Bank, or the IDB, demonstrated various ways Sargassum seaweed can be used to produce byproducts in the Caribbean. However, Senior Director of the Environment, Climate Change and Energy Unit in the THA, Linford Beckles, pointed out that Trinidad and Tobago lacks the testing capacity to ensure the metal content in the seaweed does not pose a problem for products or fertilizer. More from Kandace Jackson.
A problem affecting shorelines since 2011, Sargassum seaweed has the potential to be turned into fertilizer. However, according to Linford Beckles, Senior Director of the Environment, Climate Change and Energy Unit in the THA, the seaweed has a high metal content, including arsenic, cadmium and mercury, which can be dangerous.
We did develop a proposal and so on for the approval of the Assembly to have, periodic testing of the sargassum that we actually receive to ensure that the heavy metals don't get into the food chain. Once it gets in there, then that is it essentially, right? So we have to be very, very careful.
At an inquiry by Parliament's Public Accounts and Appropriations Committee, the THA was asked why they have not encouraged more entrepreneurs to find alternative uses for Sargassum seaweed. However, Beckles explained that while developing byproducts may be relatively easy, it is not as simple to get them tested to ensure they are safe for public use.
It is something that is also very expensive because they have to do the requisite testing, and I think much of the testing for the heavy metals is done actually out of the country because we don't have the in-country capacity to do the heavy metal testing.
Beckles told the committee that this might be an opportunity for the government to consider, as the THA lacks the capacity to implement the necessary testing systems.
I am suggesting here that there's a role that the government can actually play, that the state agencies can actually play in providing support to some of these entrepreneurs to defray some of the expenses and so on related to the kind of significant testing and kind of involved testing that they have to do.
In the meantime, whenever Sargassum seaweed arrives on the shorelines, it is either removed from heavily used areas by THA crews or allowed to be naturally cleared by changing tides. The government has also formed a special Sargassum seaweed task force,
which is chaired by someone from the IMA, I think Dr. Rahana Juman, and I'm a part of that as well. So we are now looking at developing a framework that is a little more national in scope.
Kandace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.